Imagine this. One day, someone in your family takes a look at your stack of silver or your collection, maybe your kids, maybe your grandkids, and they have no idea what they're looking at. You could have beautiful hand-poured art, which feels really heavy in the hand, but no hallmarks, no proof of purity. And in that moment, what should have been a legacy becomes confusion for your loved ones. Whole collections could be melted down for scrap simply because no one could prove what they were. Not faked, not flawed, just unverified. That's why I hallmark every single piece of silver I create. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why that matters. Not just for today, but for the future of your collection and for the people who it really matters for. When we talk about hallmarks, we're not just talking about a logo or a signature. Let's see if I can focus in. It's going to be difficult to do, but there you go. I think you can get it. A hallmark is legal proof of purity. It's tested and verified by an independent assay office, be it Birmingham, like this one is, because I'm in Birmingham, London, Sheffield. You getting that? It's just out of focus. There's all different assay offices around the country. It's the oldest form of basically consumer protection in the UK, older than Parliament itself, older than most of the monarchs we've had. Every hallmark tells a story. It will show you who's made it. And if I'm just focusing, that little SP in a heart, that's my sponsor mark. That's for Silverpunk, of course. And then where it was tested, we've got the anchor for Birmingham. What year it was approved and tested, that's the letter. And also what metal it is, and as you'll see there, that's 3 nines, because it's 3 9 silver. And without that, all you've got basically is someone's word, someone's little printed COA. And are you going to trust that? In this space, in the world of precious metals, words aren't enough. Let's say tomorrow, or further down the line, when someone's liquidating your stack and you're no longer here and you've left it, they walk in, I don't know, a pawn shop or a dealer. They take in one of your favourite art bars. They're just going to look at it. And if it isn't hallmarked, they're just going to reach for the acid test, scratch the surface and frown. They'll go, it's not hallmarked, there's no paperwork. To them, it's just a lump of metal. They'll weigh it and offer you a scrap. And that's it. And that's the moment the investment you've left, your art, goes from something beautiful and valuable to scrap. And all what was missing was a tiny hallmark. And for me, that's why hallmarking isn't optional. It's basically your silver's passport. It proves identity wherever it goes. It's as simple as that. I mean, every single piece of Silverpunk I pour leaves my bench and it goes to the Birmingham assay office. They test it, they verify it, and they stamp it. And it's not just red tape and bureaucracy. It means there's integrity to the work. It means every collector who buys one of my pieces can know, without question, it's 3 nines fine silver. It's peace of mind, and it gives you a lot of clarity for whoever owns it later. Because one day, if we like it or not, every collection's going to change hands, isn't it? And for me, hallmarking's what keeps your story. And it'll keep mine alive long after we're gone. Because every piece of my silver will have the Silverpunk hallmark on it. And what you've got to think about, I mean, for centuries, silversmiths have left the mark. It wasn't just pride in the work. It was more accountability. It told the world that they made it and I'll stand by it. When you see a hallmark on a Silverpunk piece, it's not just a government stamp. It's my promise to you. This isn't just something, I don't know, just dodgy that's just been knocked up. It isn't an untested, mystery metal. It's art, it's craft, it's verified silver. The hallmark carries my name. And with that, hopefully that gives you confidence. I mean, what happens to silver art without a hallmark? I mean, here's the reality of it. Pieces without hallmarks, no doubt face problems down the line. If you ever go to sell, say on a platform such as eBay, or if you go to an auction house or a dealer, you're just going to hit a wall. Because if you go to eBay, if it hasn't got a legal hallmark on, you can't even describe it as silver. You can only call it white metal. The same if you go to an auction house. A dealer, if he knows his salt he'll go, well, it's only white metal because it isn't hallmarked. It needs to be tested. And even then, it still isn't hallmarked. So it can only be sold as white metal. I mean, buyers are going to hesitate. Platforms require proof, and dealers will discount it heavily just in case. And what you got to think about, when your family finally eventually handles your estate, or you come to sell it yourself, you know, you got to prove that it's real, you know, and a hallmark does that for you. I mean, a lifetime's collection, we know hallmarks could possibly sell for melt value just because it's white metal, or described as white metal, just because it wasn't hallmarked. It's not fair, but it's so avoidable. Just buy pieces of silver that are hallmarked that you can trust. Put yourself in a dealer's shoes. If they see two identical bars, one's hallmarked, one isn't, which one would you trust? Which one would you buy? Which one would you pay more for? It's going to be the hallmark one every time, isn't it? I mean, collectors talk all the time about premiums, but trust's a real premium, and the hallmark earns that trust instantly. I mean, for me, hallmarking isn't just about meeting the legal standard. It's about protecting the art form. And it is a legal requirement. If you wish to sell your pieces of silver as art, you have to get them hallmarked. So if you're a silver pourer and you're calling yourself an artist, it has to be hallmarked. Otherwise, you're breaking the law. Because what you got to think about, when we cut corners on the verification, the hallmarking, we erode the value of the entire craft. The hallmarks, what separate artists, you know, from just people who are just doing it. You've got to get it hallmarked. You know, it separates kind of just something someone's knocked up into a collectible heirloom. It allows your work to hold its place alongside the mints, the artists, and the master silversmiths of the past. And for me, my silverpunk collectors deserve that. And I think any person's collectors deserves that. And if you're an artist, your legacy depends on it also. And come on, my customers' families, they deserve that as well, that it's hallmarked. I mean, this tiny hallmark, again, I'm going to try and zoom in for you, but it's very difficult. This tiny hallmark, I mean, it connects us to pretty much over 700 years of silversmithing history. I mean, you had medieval guys doing silversmithing, making metal, and all the way to modern artisans, which are a bit like myself. Every one of them understood the same truth. The mark is your word. Your hallmark's the proof. And without proof, value's just going to fade into the memory. You know, the assay office, the Birmingham assay office stamps my work. It's kind of our shared signature on a promise of authenticity that can last centuries. So if you are building a collection, you know, whether you buy my work or anyone else's, make sure it is hallmarked. Always ask the question, demand proof, because you're not just buying silver, you're buying trust. And when that time comes to pass that box down, your family shouldn't have to guess what's inside. They should open it, see the hallmarks, and know instantly that this was made by someone who really cared, and it's worth exactly what it should be. And that's the power of hallmarking. It protects your art, it preserves your story, and it turns the silver into a legacy. And also, it protects your family down the line, or when you come to sell as well. I mean, it's very easy to do. I mean, all what it takes from an artist's point of side, a silver pourer, it just takes 2 or 3 extra weeks and a small fee. And I know it's all about money and speed and the more you can get out and blah, 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 this and that. But I don't buy into that. You've got to do it right. You've got to do it properly. I mean, if you're not hallmarking your stuff, you're basically just calling it bullion, and you can't call yourself an artist, and you can't put yourself in the same level for me. So next time you pick up a bar or a coin or a piece of silver art, ask yourself one question. If I wasn't here to explain it, would it still speak for itself? Because a hallmark does exactly that. It's the voice of the artist speaking across generations. And that's why every silverpunk piece carries one, because it's real silver and it always tells the truth. Now, if you want to see me actually make one of my pieces of art, check this video here. Thanks for watching.